Hey Pokemon Masters, Birdkeeper Toby here, and this is not a typical Birdkeeper Toby video. I don't like doing speculation too much about what a Pokemon will evolve into, because typically we're gonna see it in a couple months anyway. And with new Pokemon revealed in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, we got 3 new Pokemon that seem capable or likely to have an evolution. We have Smoliv, Lechonk, my absolute favorite, and we also have Pawmi. Now, Pawmi looks like it's one of the Pikachu clones, and I really think it's unlikely to evolve. Although, fun side note, just me, or doesn't Pawmi look kind of like that early beta sprite of the bear Pokemon that was supposed to be in Gold and Silver? A couple people are saying it's supposed to look like the beta sprite of Gorochu, which was Raichu's original evolution, but I don't think that matches the description at all. But the bear Pokemon, those people are like, oh, is it a bear? It's not, it's a rodent, because it's a Pikachu clone, but I can see why you'd think that. It looks just like that. Anyway, evolutions. The other two, on the other hand, I think will evolve. Lechonk and Smoliv. Smoliv is a small olive, and small things are usually small in relation to, well, bigger things, likely bigger evolution. So Smoliv definitely going to evolve. And as for Lechonk, it's cute right now, but my suspicion is it's going to become very cool. And here's the thing, with all 3 of these Pokemon, with Pawmi, Smoliv, and Lechonk, I think they all come together and actually share a theme with the other 2 Pokemon revealed in this trailer. The legendary Pokemon whose names I'm still kind of struggling to work out which one's which one. Future Motorbike and Past Motorbike. And you'll have noticed already, just look at their designs. They're meant to be rideable Pokemon. They're Pokemon that will help you travel around a region. You can see the tire on the front throat of the past Pokemon, and for the future Pokemon, it's kind of got that kind of sci-fi Tron futuristic motorcycle thing going on. And that makes sense for Generation 9, because Generation 9 is an open world Pokemon game. We've got to travel large distances. So how do you do that? By motorbike. Bikes have always been part of Pokemon's history. Ever since the first game, the bicycle was the most valuable item, priced at like 900,999.99. Lots of Pokédolls. It was lots of money. You actually had to get a voucher to get one. But why am I talking about bicycles? Well, because I believe that the 3 other Pokemon revealed in this trailer fit in thematically with these 2 bike legendary Pokemon. Let me explain. Pawmi, well, I don't think it'll evolve at all, very much looks like a kind of a mascot. And I know that makes sense because it looks literally like Pokemon's mascot, Pikachu. It's a Pikachu clone. It looks like the mascot of like a racing team or something like that. I don't think Pawmi is going to evolve, but I think thematically it ties in with the 2 other Pokemon. And I think Smoliv and I think Lechonk are going to tie into that theme as well. In fact, specifically, I got thinking about this and what they'll evolve into when I saw Lechonk's Pokemon name. It's the Hog Pokemon. Hog, of course, is just a word for pig, but Pokemon love cramming multiple themes into a single Pokemon. My favorite example of this is like Orbeetle, who is a ladybug, spaceship, evil scientist, radar detection disc, UFO system. It's like, it's everything is Orbeetle, and I think Lechonk's evolution is going to be the same. It starts off simple. It's just a pig. But it's the Hog Pokemon, and Hog has another meaning. A road hog is a motorbike. And in this very trailer, we've seen motorbike Pokemon. And here's the thing, we're going to need to travel across the region, so we're going to need a motorbike Pokemon to ride on, similar to how we had Corviknight as the taxi service for the whole of the Galar region. And we're not going to get the legendary Pokemon until much later in the game, presumably, so we're going to need some early Pokemon that evolves into our mode of transport around the region. And that's where I think Lechonk's evolution is going to come in. Lechop. Lechop, as in pork chop, but also as in a chopper, a motorbike, the Roadhog Pokemon. This art, of course, has been done by Alex Allen, who's linked in the description, and got this art back to me so quickly. I am in love with it, and while I think it looks a little bit too mechanical and would make Lechop's evolution a normal steel type, I do still think something along these lines is plausible. Maybe it'll be a little bit more organic looking, but you could see how the already organic elements like the tusks could act as like those ridiculously oversized motorbike handlebars belonging to choppers. Again, chopper, motorbike, chop, pork chop, it's a pig. And on top of that, even the ears look right as the wing mirrors of the motorbike. I'm not saying it's going to look exactly like this, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Pokemon that Lechop evolves into is our main mode of transportation around the region, and that it takes on a lot of these things. So I'm calling this one Lechop, the evolution of Lechonk, and we're going to travel it around the region to all the Pokemon centers, which, by the way, are gas stops. They're garages. The garages where you're going to fuel up your Pokemon so that you can keep on traveling. So thematically, it all works. Okay, Toby, I know what you're thinking. That's clever wordplay with Hog and Chop, and that kind of ties together with the legendary Pokemon, sure, and I guess you could see Pawmi as a mascot, but then how are you going to get Smoliv to fit in with this theming? And like I say, I think this announcement is very particular. I think they wanted these 5 Pokemon in particular to be this announcement because they all thematically tie together, and Smoliv also ties in to motorcycle racing. Because what do bikes need to get around, to move? Well, they sometimes need their parts oiled. And Smoliv produces olive oil, hot olive oil. Now I know that might sound like a clash of worlds. Olive oil and bike oil aren't the same thing, but when you consider that your motorbike is a living creature that, according to the Pokemon website, loves to eat sweet tasting foods, actually, suddenly this relationship where Lechonk is trying to eat up Smoliv makes a lot of sense. So here is the design, again by Alex Allen, of an eaten up Smoliv evolution. I expect this to be a middle stage. The final stage could be like an olive tree, but this one, and I don't have a name for it yet, I need your help with that in the comments, this is the Pit Stop Pokemon. The Pit Stop Pokemon because it stopped running away because so much of its body has been eaten by Lechonk that now it's down to the olive pit. It's a pit stop, it's down to the olive pit. Because the word pit here has a double meaning, and this is so Pokemon. This is what Pokemon has been doing for the last few generations, but it only gets more and more as every generation goes on. I think this Pokemon is stuck in place now, unable to move. It's angry about it, and it produces hot oil because it's been eaten down to the olive pit. I actually expect this to be like a middle stage. I'd expect eventually Smoliv to evolve into a full olive tree. But just for now, to tie these themes together, this motorbike theme, which is, by the way, super prevalent in the trailer. I've already mentioned, obviously, it's a wide open region, so we need to travel around it. The legendary Pokemon clearly have motorbikes in the theming of their design. The Pokemon Center are garages, and even the Pokemon gyms, you see the whole cross flag thing going on, because racing and traveling by Pokemon back is going to be a big part of this. So yeah, I think Smoliv, Lechonk, and Pawmi all tie into this exact same theme, and that's what this trailer was, showing us the themes of the game, both the motorbike aspect and the world traveling aspect, as well as, of course, the past future aspect, which we see in the professors and we see in the legendary Pokemon, tying them all together for one trailer to give us a good feel of what this game is going to be about. These Pokemon have been selected for a specific reason, and if I have to guess, that clever name puns and word plays that I was thinking about last night, I don't think that's a mistake. They don't make 2 bike legendary Pokemon and then call the pig Pokemon the hog Pokemon, knowing what a hog means, and then olive oil produce it. It's a pit, it's got a pit inside, it's a pit stop. I don't know, maybe I'm just rambling. I do love the artwork though, so do go support Alex Allen, who is linked in the description. You're gonna love Alex's Instagram. Thank you all for watching, and of course, so hi Pokemon Masters.
This is Ash Ketchum. You just watched a video by Birdkeeper Toby. That makes you a Pokemon Master!
As always, a massive thank you to those of you who support this channel on Patreon. You make this channel possible, and a special thank you to the big patrons of this month, the Elgator, Jedruben, and Michael Hornschuch.